Okay, well, I have a plan. It's probably not a good plan. I've been saying that this whole time, but I have a plan. I'll be fine. It's fine.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Well, be prepared to be disappointed. Well, I mean, if you were hungry, you could have just said something. I have snacks. I always have snacks. Play dead!
We're playing dead.
Yep. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Tale as old as time, am I right?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Got ya. Alright, so the plan is to take the princess and get her out of the cabin. And that ends the world. Hopefully ends the narrator, if we're lucky. So that's the plan. End of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Gotcha. But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Right, just trust you 100%. Got it. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
I'll be fine. It's fine.
Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Right.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
There's Hero, the voice of reason.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceeding to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Got it. We're definitely gonna take the blade and slay the princess. Wink. So the narrator says to take the blades, so we're not gonna take the blade. Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yep, we're just gonna put her out of her misery because she lives in a crap hole like this.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh my goodness, she sounds so adorable.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Oh, we're already the smitten. Who am I kidding? We've been the smitten this whole dang time.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
It will be fine. Just trust me. Just checking in on you.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so adorable. How could she possibly bring the end of the world?
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
See, Hero agrees with me.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Well, be prepared to be disappointed.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Heck yeah! I'll see what I can do. Examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Oh my gosh, narrator, shut up.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
What did I just say? What did I just say, narrator? Shh. Hush.
No, you're doing the right thing.
Thank you, Hero, the voice of reason.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Exactly. Just like you lock away the cringy thing that you did in 3rd grade, never to be seen or heard from again. If there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Maybe. I don't know if I'm strong enough to do that, though.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
But we need a blade for that.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Exactly.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Hey, let me out of here!
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Narrator, are you locking us down here with the princess? Got my eye on you, narrator. Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Well, crap. Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
What mess? It's all according to plan.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Do you have any ideas?
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Well, I mean, if you were hungry, you could have just said something. I have snacks. I always have snacks.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
Uh-oh.
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Okay, well, I have a plan. It's probably not a good plan. I've been saying that this whole time, but I have a plan.
Or we could use it to free her.
Both good plans.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I don't know what to do. Maybe if we can tick her off just enough that she will be mad at us and then she'll kick our booty and slay us and this will all be over. Slay the princess!
Without hesitation,
Oh!
bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally.
That's not what I was expecting, but okay.
The wound drives her to the ground. Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You shouldn't be here. This was a terrible idea.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
No, it was a prank, I swear.
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
Oh no.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
Okay, well she's angry now, so that's a good thing.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us.
It's okay. We want her to slay us.
It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm.
Where the did she get those claws and teeth from? Well, she always had the teeth, but where are the claws from?
Your blade cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw.
Okay, when I said that I wanted to tick her off a little bit so she slays us, I didn't mean full-blown piss her off. But I guess stabbing her is gonna do that.
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Alright, I guess we're fighting. Slay the princess?
Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Yeah, we can. Okay, she's just angry enough. I'm sorry, princess. I was stupid, and this was a stupid plan. Give up.
Are you serious? As what's left of your blood pools around you on the cobblestone floor, the blade falls from your trembling hands and clatters uselessly against the ground. I suppose you simply lacked the will to finish the job.
No, I just figured like I would bleed out and she would bleed out and it would be a win-win.
The princess, wounded but still alive, nervously jumps at the blade and kicks it far away from you before retreating into a dark corner of the room.
To their eyes. Oh, I don't like that.
Her shining eyes watch you from the darkness, unblinking and curious as you bleed out.
Gosh, she's evolving.
We can only hope the wounds you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, they'll kill her before she can reach the outside world.
Maybe.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Oh my gosh, I'm the monster. I'm so sorry, princess.
This is the end, isn't it?
We deserve it.
Before you can answer, everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Beast.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh, we messed up. I do not like that title. We're gonna die a terrible, terrible death.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Wait, hasn't this already happened?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Oh yeah, of course. First time and all.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yeah, just keep him in the dark. It's for the best.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then something else must have trapped us here.
Oh. Voice of the Hunted. That's new.
You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
Alright. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Yes, we will definitely not believe a word that she says and definitely slay the princess. Wink.
Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature?
Well, now.
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered.
No. What did you say, Hunted? What?
She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell.
Oh gosh, we're a rabbit.
That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously.
Narrator, there is not a timeline that I will ever listen to you. Ever. It's never gonna happen, narrator.
Maybe.
Except by trying to slay the princess last time, I kind of listened to you, but this time, nope. Proceeding to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Oh, this place looks lovely.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I think I'm going to take the blade, just for protection. I mean, we have the voice of the hunted, so this is not going to end well. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I mean, it's more for protection for us than slaying her. But okay. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. What a strange thing to lie about. Maybe he doesn't see it. Much like he hasn't seen what's already happened.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Hey, I don't judge you. Maybe I like touching wood.
But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes.
Oh, I don't like this one bit.
The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Oh gosh, she's transformed into a flippin' velociraptor and she's gonna rip us apart.
She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral.
Why does everybody in games smell me? Do I need to take a shower? Oh my gosh.
Impatient. Or maybe eager.
Guys, can we turn around? I messed up for the 40 millionth time. Yeah, let's just turn around. Let's just go back where we came from. Let's just go back to the woods.
You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness.
Oh my goodness, she turned into Simba.
The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
What do you mean she could be anywhere? She's right there. What, did you fail your perception check?
You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her.
Well, at least she's chained up. That's a good thing, right?
Remember, she's just a princess.
Oh, she don't look like she's just a princess anymore.
She is certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does.
Oh, it only matters that she claws her face off. Got it.
Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
Oh, she's gonna eat us. We're gonna be her little snack.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified.
I'm not scared. You're scared.
I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
Oh god, we're dead.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Okay. Where?
Anywhere.
Okay, move.
You lunge to the side, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess. In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her.
Oh my god, what the heck is that?
Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
Okay, we're doing okay.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
Clever girl.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs.
Okay.
So she's cut off our escape. Shit, what do we do?
I have no idea. Run for the stairs.
She's right there. We have to wait for an opening.
She's right there. She's not at the stairs. We're fast, aren't we?
That's fair. She'll kill us if we try and run past her.
Well, we have the blade, so stop hiding. Show yourself.
If you want to see me, you should get better at seeing.
Oh, is it that easy? Okay. Not working.
She knows that her strength lies in shadows and secrets. She won't reveal herself unless she has to.
What do you want?
I want to swallow you whole, and I will get what I want. You have no exit. You have no hope. You live and die by my whims, and my whims alone.
She wants to swallow me whole. All right. Do it. Do it now.
Don't ask her what she wants, just slay her. Is that all the advice you have? We don't even know what she looks like. Some specifics would be very helpful.
Yeah, help us, narrator.
She's just a princess. Don't overthink it.
Oh, she's more than just a princess. Look at her.
She is clearly not. She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else.
Like up the stairs?
We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive. It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
Play dead.
We're playing dead.
Yep.
It's unexpected. It could work.
She can't see us if we don't move.
As the princess lunges from the shadows once more, you collapse to the ground, feigning death. She lands directly on top of you with her full weight, nearly crushing you into the dirt, but then... silence. Only broken by the sound of your beating heart.
Oh?
It actually worked, didn't it? Only, what do we do to make her leave? Do we just keep playing dead?
I guess we're just gonna do this for the rest of our lives.
She sniffs at you, shifting her weight uncomfortably as her face finds yours. Her breaths are hot and oppressive against your skin.
Have you seen my great big eyes? Because they see you, fledgling. They see your heartbeat pulsing in your throat.
Oh, this was a bad idea. It was a funny idea, but it was a bad idea.
Move, now!
Okay.
But it's too late for you to move. Her jaw unhinges, and she swallows you whole.
Oh, she wasn't lying then.
I guess that's it then, isn't it?
Everything goes dark and you die.
Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it.
Gosh dang it.
You are in a dark and caustic place. A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time.
Oh gosh, we're gonna be digested and she's gonna poop us out. Hey, what's that over there? Girl, that's a booty hole. Well, she stayed true to her word. She said she was gonna devour us whole, so she stuck to that.
The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
Oh no.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
Hey, princess? Can you stop moving around? The acid is starting to eat my skin. I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
And I used your skin as a cape, and I plucked out your eyeballs and used them as a pearl necklace. I used your talons to scratch my back. I used some of your feathers to pick the meat out of my teeth.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains. She's loose.
Oh, she's gonna leave the cabin! She's gonna leave the cabin! Wait, do we want her to leave the cabin?
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Oh, we should have draped ourselves in poo-poo. She wouldn't have been able to find us if we did that.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Oh.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here?
Maybe.
Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something.
What exactly do you want me to do?
You still have that steel claw. Tear through her before we are her. Survive.
But wait a second. Don't we want to be united with her? Or do we want to leave with her?
Or we could use it to make this quick for ourselves.
Oh.
If she needs us in order to leave, we could at least deny her that.
Okay, hero. You're usually the voice of reason, so I'm gonna maybe trust you on this one.
That is a bad thing to do.
Oh, it's a terrible thing to do, but hero is usually pretty reliable. I think. Can you talk to the cabin?
I understand it, and it understands me. Talking is for those who don't know how to listen.
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slop from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
Oh, we need to do something.
The cage is still locked.
I don't think we can talk our way out of this. We are drowning in death. There's no more space for words.
Alright, hero. I'm gonna trust you on this one. Screw you!
In an act of spiteful defiance, you pull your weapon to your throat, your shaking, ulcerous hand clenched tight around its hilt. And then you draw it across your bubbling veins. Your blood flows out, filling the tiny space inside the princess. You start to fade, a waste of a good life. It's better than giving in to her. But in the end, the opinions of stray voices mean little in the grand scheme of things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3. The Wild.
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge.
Wait, we're the path in the woods? So, we're what leads us to our own destruction and demise? Gosh dang it, isn't that always the case? We're always our own worst enemies. Goddamn self-sabotaging bastards.
His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here?
11-7?
I think this is our third?
Hero's better at counting.
That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be.
Wait a second. You know that it's possible to get to 3? Gosh dang it, I knew I couldn't trust you. You're not telling us everything.
Oh, isn't that fun? He's upset.
Ooh, hey, contrarian.
Of course I'm upset. The world is at stake here, as I'm sure you already know. Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
Make pretty much every wrong decision you could possibly make in a game. But they say there's no wrong decisions in this, so I guess I'm good.
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped. He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do?
Like I said, we didn't listen to you, and that's how it's gonna stay.
Can she hear us if we talk?
Oh, maybe. Maybe it's like the Spectre. Because we are one now.
I can hear everything, little one, but you don't have to be afraid of me. There's no place where you end and I begin. Nothing can hurt you here. Not anymore.
Oh, this is the good place.
Oh, I like that. I don't feel so small anymore when you put it like that.
That's because you aren't small, even if you act that way. We're both so much more together than we were apart, and we can be so much more still, vast, unfathomable.
Oh.
If you really want to know what happened, we tried playing dead, and she ate us.
Hey, it was a good plan.
She ate you. And now you're convinced that you're stuck together. What a mess.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
Sure, being one with the princess is pretty great, but what can we even do right now? Hope we're not supposed to just passively exist like this. I did not sign up for passive existence when we faked our own death.
This thing watching us, what is he?
I'm not watching you, I'm trying to help you.
I highly doubt that.
That's not an answer to our question.
That too.
I don't know what he is. I only know that he is something other, and that he wishes for you and I to tear ourselves apart.
Okay, so we need to bring ourselves back together?
I do want that, but only because it's in your best interests. It's in everyone's best interests. You won't be able to slay her unless you remove yourself from her.
He wants us to kill each other.
I don't. I want you to kill her. Don't be charmed by her faux solidarity. You're not in this together.
But wait a second. If we kill her, she kills us. And if we kill ourselves, that resets everything. So wouldn't coming together be the only option?
She's the only one who poses a threat to the world, and she's trying to make you go along with it. You don't have to enable her, especially when you have what it takes to stop her.
Okay, I've had enough of this guy. How do we stop him?
We push back. It may feel like he's everywhere, but presence isn't strength. Otherwise, he would have torn us apart by now. There must be a crack in the walls of this prison. There must be a way for us to be free from him.
How?
She's trying to use you. After everything she's done, you should be able to see that. I may not have been around to witness it, but clearly you remember what happened. How about you try remembering how it all felt?
Nah, it's probably for the best that we don't remember how we felt. We're just gonna push our feelings deep down inside and pretend they don't exist. Turn inward and find your freedom.
You fall inward into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body? Can you even grasp the fuzziest edges of the shapes that confine you?
Why the path in the woods? What the path in the woods? Who the path in the woods?
We can change to fill them together.
We don't need to be everywhere. We just need to test the boundaries. You'd do best to remember that some wounds will never heal. Some rifts can never be mended. Even in rebirth, some things never come back the same. What is he going on about? What does he know about us?
I don't know.
Screw all of this, and screw this guy in particular, always telling us what we can and can't do, always going on and on about rules and the fate of the world. I've had enough.
Oh my gosh, I love the contrarian.
You aren't whole. You'll never be whole again. This struggle is meaningless. Whatever you think you're doing, you will fall apart.
And I'm okay with that.
We don't need to be made whole. All we need to do is find a single corner of his cage and break it.
Okay. There's a place you need to be. You just need to find it.
You stretch and search and stretch and search, growing as you decay and decaying as you grow. As you strain beyond your limits, the ground around you becomes dry and unstable and crumbles into nothing beneath you. This place will fall apart before you find its end. This task, whatever it is you think you're doing, is impossible. All he has are words, and words aren't real. Yeah! Ruin his day.
Yes, let's do it.
I can hold us together for a little while longer, so long as you trust me.
I trust you. Find the way out.
You won't find anything. If I have to starve you, if I have to sacrifice my world to keep the princess at bay, I'll do it.
And this is why I love the contrarian. Because he doesn't put up with any of your crap. But you do find something. It's cold and smooth, and gently buckles, then cracks under the pressure of your consciousness, flattening against it. Alright, we gotta use all of our brain power, let's go!
Don't move an inch. Don't grow another blade of grass or harvest the remains of another dying creature so you can expand just that much further. Stop all of this. Right now.
Use the brain!
I think it's too late for that, mate.
I'm at your side. Shatter it and free us all.
Shatter the cage.
No, stop!
Keep going! Keep going! But his pleas disappear at the sound of breaking glass. For a moment, you and she gaze through the tiniest hole at the world, at the place you need to be. Wait, what even is that? Is that grass? I guess the grass really is greener on the other side.
Is this what he kept from us? Is this why he made us kill each other?
It's beautiful. We need to be there. We won't be safe until we are. We won't be whole. Doesn't look that great. I like it better in here.
Oh my goodness, I love you, Contrarian. And then it's gone.
Where did it go? Why is everything so cold?
Oh gosh, dang it, we were so close! But you never get the chance to answer her. You turn to see her gone behind you. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Nah, this just always happens.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
You gotta go look at it. It's gonna be okay, just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
It's okay, hero. You can trust me.
Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing. That thing reeks of death.
I like getting the perspective of all the different voices in this game. It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is gonna be nice.
Okay. If you say so. I'd like to be somewhere nice.
Yep, just think happy thoughts.
You're not messing with us, right?
Nah. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is like a shadow of me, twisting vines in search of answers. She will make for a curious heart.
Okay.
Do not mourn her. She has found what she yearned for.
Well, that's good, I guess. Was it a snack because she ate me? I mean, I feel better after a snack as well. Have you figured out what you'll want when we've finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and tells me new secrets.
There are no wrong answers, then why do I feel like I'm doing everything wrong in this game? How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh my goodness, I am in love with this game, and I am in love with all the princesses. Oh my goodness, I need to find all of them. It's like Pokemon. I gotta collect all the princesses. Gotta catch them all, gotta find them all. Anyway guys, I want to thank you for joining me, and I will see you all next time. Bye! See ya!